Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. Yes, man. Look, I gotta get my hoodie in the mail, man. That Jose and Hendo in the morning hoodie. That's too fly. That's too fly. I gotta get that. I gotta get that, man. What's going on with y'all? Oh, Ferris decided to show up somewhat on time. He don't look like he's ready yet. I'll give him a second. You give him the thumbs up. All right. Here we go. Let me change this. Change the scenery a little bit. There we go. All right. What's going on, Ferris?
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. How's everyone?
Good.
Ramadan Kareem to everybody out there.
Yes.
Y'all good
Happy
first?
Ramadan for us. Us American speaking folks.
Right.
There's American people who don't speak Arabic who are Muslim. Shout out to them.
Like the proper greeting isn't Happy Ramadan. People don't say Happy Ramadan. I just what I'm saying.
Last night I said Ramadan Kareem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. He
don't get it. He don't get it.
You'll get the
my
joke.
bad. I'm sorry. Hey,
I'll
man.
speak American.
Sorry, my bad.
Hey,
it's actually Merry Ramadan, sir, not Happy Ramadan. So
yeah, okay, there you go.
You
Grand Rising, Carmelo Moody, man. Thanks for coming through.
Point.
Yes. Dr. Kush, good morning. Grumpy Ravens Canes fan, good morning. This is Morning Jose. If Hendo is present, morning Grumpy guy. Lamar is still quiet. Facts. Michael Akins, good morning. He's saying good morning on both channels. That's what.
Michael.
Hey, man, he looks familiar. Was he at the meetup, Michael Aiken?
No.
Ask Michael. Don't ask me.
Okay. Michael, were you there at the meetup 2 years ago? That looked familiar.
Just Aloe, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so tired of these Ravens fans, quote unquote, who can't wait to crap on Lamar. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Like they telling themselves. And Unkind Ravens fans, good morning, LBHT crew and Rogue Nation. And we also got good friends over here with Ferris. All right. Everybody wish Ferris a Merry Ramadan. Okay.
Merry Ramadan.
Tori, good morning. It is what it is. Good morning.
Whoa,
Ty Riggs,
Biggie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We got RJ Trap, good morning.
The bees in the trap.
Big boy, good morning.
Good morning.
FBG MDK, good morning. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Jay the Sixth, good morning.
What's up, brother?
You're gonna be seeing some videos with me, B, and Jay coming out here soon-ish. I can't tell you how soon. Soon-ish.
It's still in production.
You guys been lacking some Panthers content, but it's coming.
Hey, man, right. Shout out to Jay, man. He was chopping up his stream from a couple of days ago, putting up shorts on Twitter. I was on that stream, so shout out to Jay, man. He do good work, man.
That's what's up. Yolanda, good morning. Good to see you. Marlande, good morning. Says, I'm finally on time, fellas. Good morning. We appreciate that. We know it's early. Point, good morning. Who else we got in here? Rainmaker salutes. Good morning, guys. After dealing with 14 inches of snow in Philly, ouch. Back to work today. Hopefully, EDC is joking about that comment about free agency, or he might be the GM of Temu next season. That's a fact. We'll get to that in a second. That's a fact.
And listen, the snow we had yesterday is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Sip to Tally, our
What's
guy,
up,
Coach Evans. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Pamela. Good morning.
Appreciate
Slim. Good morning.
What's up?
We got.
Pretty cold out here too, guys. Cool 57. It's wild.
Get out of my face. The Moore World. Good morning.
It's rated.
It's 52 degrees.
And you know what's crazy though?
70.
What's crazy is next week, I think next Monday or so, it's supposed to be like 58 degrees, and then the next day it's gonna snow.
Yeah. It's supposed to snow like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna do over here.
Maryland weather.
It's gonna be 50 degrees on Sunday.
I don't know.
Oh, poor things.
Flock from the block. Good morning, Coach C. Good morning.
To buy me a warmer jacket.
God's favorite. Good morning, Michael Hawthorne. Good morning. It's cold down here in Atlanta, 45 degrees.
I'll take whatever.
that.
We're like 25. We're like at 25 right now.
Cousin Davon, good morning.
Is it 25 with a wind chill? Like
no, it's 25, but it feels like 9.
Yeah.
So no wind chill. Got it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bipolar weather. That's the best way to describe it, Daryl. Best way to describe it.
All
right, let's get to it.
You know what this weather's like, Jose?
What?
It's like an NFL BBL that went flat.
Damn.
Chris wasn't here, so he doesn't get the reference.
I don't get the reference.
Yeah,
that's a new term coined by who was it? Was that Kobe that came up with that?
I think it was Kobe Pruitt. That's that yesterday.
Yeah, Kobe came up with that. He said running the 40, good 40 times are like NFL BBLs. All right, because
that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. John Ross.
John Ross. Good, but
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. John Ross won the first round because of it.
29. Sheesh.
That's bad for the South.
Yeah.
I forgot the draft is happening, the combine happening, bro. I just completely forgot about it.
Well, let's start with that. Well, hold on. Stop the show.
Because
Tracy is here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tracy. Hey, man. This is for you, Tracy.
We know it's cold in Virginia.
It's for you, Tracy. That's for you.
There you go. Good to see you, Tracy.
I don't have a call, Tracy. My bad.
We're gonna find a soundbite just for you, Tracy.
Thanks. What's up, Seattle?
The combine has started yesterday. They didn't do anything workout wise. I think they just did like measurements and all that stuff. A couple interviews, maybe. I'm not sure if they start today. It might actually start like doing workouts either today or tomorrow. They'll start doing workouts. Mm-hmm. But there is somebody that you have your eye on, Hendo. Who is that? Who is that player?
It's a wide receiver from Arizona State, Tyson Jordan. Listen. No, I'm just saying he's been mocked to us in many drafts. Many drafts. I, for one, I spoke about this. I love the wide receiver position. Like, that's my position. But it shouldn't be a priority. But he has been mocked in like 4 or 5 different mock drafts to the Ravens. You say don't do it. We don't know what EDC is going to do. Like, he flip-flops on his statements on what he wants to do with his team. We just don't know what direction he's going to go in. But for me, I don't know now. Why shouldn't we take a look at him first?
Yeah.
His injury history is beyond concerning.
That is facts.
It's absolutely horrible. Like, really, it's bad. And no offense, there's one thing. Injuries in college don't magically disappear in the pros. They actually get worse. They get exacerbated. He literally this year didn't finish the season because he hurt his hamstring again. Like, it's been persistent hamstrings. He's torn his ACL, and I think he broke something. I need to look it up. It's not a good history. It's just not. And remember, guys, y'all the same team that drafted Rashod Perryman and literally never saw him play because he just was never healthy. And then I think you guys ended up signing Kevin White at one point, and then he wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, so it does not get better. They don't magically become healthier in the pros. Everyone's faster, everyone's stronger, everyone hits harder. It's gonna be worse. He looks like a great prospect when he was with Sam Levette and Cam Scatterbo that one year. He looked amazing. He was the best, but consistency. He broke his collarbone. Like, it's not just gonna magically like, oh, now he's gonna play 17 games at the highest level.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, has there been a time, like, because sometimes players just get over their injury issues, but I'm trying to think of a recent example of a player like that, and that got to the pros and like it was just fine. Like, that does happen sometimes.
It does.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Like, I remember Frank Gore when he tore every ligament in his knee. Both of his knees, and he went on to outlast every running back that went on after him from Miami.
Facts.
But that is kind of a rare thing. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you don't usually see that.
Thomas Davis tearing his ACL 3 times, but his was a special case, right? Because his was a special case where he only tore the ACL 3 times. Most of the time when someone tears the ACL, they destroy the full knee. They take the ACL, the LCL, the MCL with them.
Jamal Lewis.
Thomas Davis, literally, every time he tore the ACL, it was only the ACL. So they only had to replace the ACL. So it blew people's minds because when someone tears that ACL, the kneecap goes, the PCL, the LCL, the MCL, the ACL, the full knee is just gone.
Yep.
Davis was just like a medical marvel, like, yo, just your ACL? That was really special. But most of the time, it don't be like that. Oh, Willis McGahee.
Yeah, Willis McGahee. Yep.
He broke his leg. Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are different circumstances because we're talking about continuously injured, not just one injury that made it. We're talking about continuously injured throughout college.
I think Frank Gore counts for that.
Because he kept hurting his knee. Specifically the knee, too. Because Tyson, he tore the ACL, PCL, ACL at Colorado. And then he broke his collarbone at Arizona. And then he hurt his hamstring this year. And he's been hurting his hamstring, all the time. And, Carnell Tate had some hamstring issues this year too. He missed 3 or 4 games because of the hamstring injury. And, them being Ohio State, they were like, we can beat Purdue and Minnesota or Wisconsin without him. But it was also very concerning for him. You know what I mean? Like, so people are like looking at that.
Yeah, praying Jonathan Brooks could be your new Thomas Davis. Facts. He's got talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately with him, he tore the entire knee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And listen, look, the chat likes Jordan Tyson. JR says Jordan Tyson's a special talent.
He
Facts.
is.
When he's healthy, like that's the thing. Like, the best ability is availability.
False. And I would say, talent is the best.
Well, how can you use the talent if you're always on the bench with a sling on?
I'll tell you, like I told you, Londa.
Talent means nothing.
First, Daniel Falele was available for 17 games.
Okay,
he's available.
Yeah, is that the best? Yeah, but I'm saying, if you have a better guard, that's better than him. But that guard's always hurt. He ain't better than that. That don't matter. He ain't there then. Imagine you had Marshall Yonda. He was fully healthy for his entire career. But let's just say you had Marshall Yonda now, but every year he misses 12 games. What's the point? What's the point?
It's the same as having Falele for 17 games.
Exactly. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
I will still make use of all 5 of those games. I'm like, which games do you want to take off?
Which 5? Which 5 are we talking about?
Let's save it for the end of the year. But I will say this though, and it may be coming from the wrong people, but sometimes when you get to the NFL, you get different trainers and you get different nutritionists and all this. You overcome some things, but be it from the Baltimore Ravens history, we might not be the franchise to help somebody overcome an injury. So
we got a whole new staff here now. We got a whole new staff.
Also,
but that is a good point, though. That's a good point that what could contribute to a lot of these players' injury is just a bad program.
And then you also come to an organization and you get with a vet. And then the vet's like, hey, how many times do you get massages? And they're like, I don't get massages. You need to do that. Do you take yoga? Like, how are you eating? Do you stretch? You know what I'm saying?
In your free time, yeah.
Right.
You have more time now because you're not going to class. You're not now, like you go to the training, you're at the training facility, and then you're like, all right, it's 3:00, everybody go home. Fact. So from 3 to 10, what are you doing? You're doing, you're going, the laser stuff and the massage stuff and what we saw with Kirk Cousins in the QB documentary. He had like a wife and husband massage duo that came to his house and let out all his tension in his back. So like, what do you do? Like LeBron James allegedly spends $1 million on his body. Allegedly. I don't know if it's ever confirmed. So that's okay. So
but we know he takes care of his body. We know
exactly. That. So Hendo's correct. Outside of the training staffs, because at the end of the day, the training staffs really don't care about your health. They want to get you healthy enough to get back on the field. They don't really care about you.
All right. So JR mentions another wide receiver, Mekhi Lemon. That's who I always see available for us at 14 because Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson are always gone before our pick, right? And this is a mock draft that I'm doing. Right, we don't know how it actually plays out in real life. Usually, how this stuff plays out in real life is Mekhi Lemon will also be gone before our pick. Right, the top wide receivers are always gone before we get a chance to pick, and this might be a time where we have to actually trade up to get one of these guys. Right, but yeah, they have to do their due diligence. Huh?
Nonsense. Look at that nonsense.
Nonsense.
Yeah, but listen, y'all gonna stop hating on me.
Jose look fine. Jose look fine. I don't know who the hell that dude is.
Yeah.
Holding that peace sign. I don't know who that guy is.
That young guy.
Hey, coach.
Look, it worked because everybody thinks that I'm the old head now, and Hendo's the young guy.
I'm the young guy.
I had to look so much younger than Jose in that hoodie.
Facts. I be saying. Facts. I be saying. When I be telling y'all I'm 35, y'all don't be believing me.
35 plus 20. Get out of here, man. That nonsense. Oh my god.
Y'all gonna stop hating. What's up, Nitro?
Nitro, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Okay.
George Pickens was right there, and we didn't take him. Yeah,
Thanks.
I mean, speaking of George Pickens, right? I've heard some people compare Carnell Tate to George Pickens. They say he's got that type of talent. Listen, man, this is one of those years we have 10 picks.
Mm-hmm.
We had 10 picks. 5 of them are in the 5th round, but man, package up some picks and move up and get one of these guys.
Thanks, Jay.
Or if you don't want to do that, if you want to go with a more proven talent, ESPN's Ben Solak proposed a blockbuster. Ravens receive AJ Brown. Eagles receive Rashod Bateman plus 2027 second round plus 2027 4th round conditional 3rd round. This sounds amazing. Why would they take that?
Yeah, why would they take that? Yeah.
Why would they take that? Listen, if that's all it took, man, you can have this year's 2nd round pick. What we gonna do with it?
Bump a conditional 3rd. We'll just give you the 3rd.
We'll give you the 3rd. What are we gonna do with that?
All right.
Well, like the condition is, do you want it? That's the condition.
Right. No, because what did he trade for AJ?
A first. He traded a pick that became
Treylon
Tennessee. That dude.
Yeah.
He was the 80th overall pick.
Yeah, man. If I was Baltimore, I'll pull the trigger boom, like right away. Problem is if
Roseman. People are assuming that the Eagles want to move on from AJ Brown. I'm not so sure that they want to do that. Right.
I don't think so.
But if they did, what would be acceptable to you? If the Ravens called you up and said, "Hey, we're trying to get AJ Brown off your hands." Like Rashod Bateman, like they keep on trying to push out Rashod Bateman. This is the worst year to do it. They should have done it the year prior when he had his best season. Yeah. But coming out this year, like that's like saying, I mean, Rashod Bateman is equivalent to, hey, we'll give you one of our 5th round picks. You might as well just say that, right? Yeah. A second, the following year, not even this year,
right?
Plus, a 4th or conditional 3rd. That ain't enough to get that done.
Also, the following year, so it's not even the 2026 picks.
Yeah. So let's just say these are 2026 picks. Let's change this up a little bit. A 2nd and a 3rd round this year is that enough? That's a little bit more intriguing.
You're right.
I've seen wide receiver get traded for less.
Yes.
His name was DeAndre Hopkins. So
listen, like you said, we'll make this a 2026 2nd and 2026 3rd. And to sweeten the deal, I hate to do this, we will throw in Mark Andrews.
It hurts so bad.
I know you just Philadelphia, but
they have to take it now so we can sign Isaiah Likely.
But the only issue with this is, even with the draft compensation, even if the Ravens offered them a 1st this year, a 2nd next year, and a 4th next year, let's say they offered them that. The problem is, for getting rid of AJ Brown, they incur a $43 million cap hit, and that's not something that they might want to do, because $43 million is a lot, especially when you're not receiving similar compensation for this season.
Can the Ravens incur some of that hit? Like, are they able to negotiate that?
No, I think that's non-negotiable because it was a part of his bonus. So I don't think that they can. Like, this isn't like the NBA for the most part, where they can take on part of a salary. In some situations, you can. In this one, I'm not really sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not going to pretend like I know.
Yeah, because I know in baseball, there are some teams that trade players just to trade them and say, I'll pay the salary. I just want them off my team. You know what I mean? Because I know the Yankees back in the day, Yankees did that to David Justice. They traded him, or like, we just want him off the team. We'll pay 3/4 of his salary. I just don't want him in the clubhouse.
Thanks.
Because we don't want him here anymore. So I guess the NFL, that's against the rules. I didn't know that. I thought you could pay.
They can in certain situations. I don't know what it's dependent upon, because if you could do it all the time, more teams would do it instead of just like when they traded Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, they wouldn't have took those $80 million, $100 million hits to the salary cap. They would have had some of the teams absorb it, but they just said, you know what, it's better for us to move on and go to Super Bowls instead of having these guys on the squad.
Yeah. Listen, I love these trade scenarios where people think we could just dump our junk onto somebody else and it has value, right? Like you give it up Rashod Bateman for a reason. And I'm not trying to call Rashod Bateman junk, but like bad year. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a bad year. He could be a lot better. I do think he's a lot better than that. But
sure, and he
this ain't the time. Yeah, like you're fully healthy. Like I didn't hear anything about you being hurt. Right, like you're feeling healthy, and that's the production that you put out there. You know, they're misusing you, whatever. Hey, whatever it is, AJ Brown would say the same thing. They're misusing me, but AJ Brown didn't put out those numbers, right? So I mean, you know that. Look, man, that ain't enough. You know, if I'm Philly, that ain't enough. First of all, keep Rashod Bateman. Second, give me a first round pick. That's what we doing. You trying to go wide receiver? Give me that first round pick. All right. And then we could do a conditional third or something like that.
Right.
I'm looking at some of these comps for these wide receivers, man.
Yeah.
Some wild comps, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Talking about Omar Cooper Jr. is Luther Burden III. I had a Cardinal Tate and Jordan Tyson as Jackson Smith and Jigba. Cardinal Tate is a George Pickens. Got Malachi Lemon as an Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got Casey Concepcion, kid from Texas A&M. He's more of a Doug Baldwin guy. I was like, all right, CBS, these some good comps, none too flashy, but yeah, man, there's some good receivers y'all can get.
What's up, Sarah? Good morning. Good morning. I see some more people came in here. I be saying John Hobbs, Don Royal, Nye. Let's see. A Light, Rome. Good morning. Who else did I get? Louisville. Good morning. Good morning. Louisville Cardinals Ravens fan.
What's up?
And I think I got everybody. I think that was it. Oh yeah, OG Sean and dance fan. Yep. All right. OG Sean says it's interesting when you pull up the film on Bate. He's winning his one-on-ones. I just don't know why he didn't get the ball.
Because he stopped on routes.
Listen, we all film experts now, right? Like, you know, we look at stuff and say, yo, like he's open right there. Why did he get the ball? Like we don't know the play that's being called. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be open in that instance, but that may not be where the play is going, and he has to do some extra work to, you know, after that to get open. We don't know. You know, honestly, we don't know, and I'm sure he's looking at that too and saying, "Hey, I'm getting open out there." Yeah, man, it sucks, but the opportunities that you get, you got to make the most out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, my bad, Hendo.
From what I've heard is that he's getting open, but he's running the wrong routes. And he's stopping on routes. He's giving up on routes. When you start giving up on routes and it leads to turnovers, the quarterback's not going at you. And if you're second or third in the progression, sometimes it takes time to get to him. And then when you're not in the spot you're supposed to be in, I'm not going to look at you anymore.
Yeah. So Coach says it right here. He said that was last year. He wasn't open this year. Oh, there you go.
And also, too, he can be open, but when your quarterback's guards are being beat in less than a second, and your quarterback's like, "Oh snap, it's Chris Jones in my face."
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care that he's not worrying about he's open. He's worried about like, how do I evade this sack real quick? How do I shimmy out of this? You know, like the Pittsburgh game where literally the Pittsburgh, like Cam Hayward literally is in his face in less than a second. and he evades the sack and then throws it deep to Zay Flowers. First instinct is, how do I avoid the sack? Mm-hmm. Then I'll throw the ball. So if he was open, yeah, and he probably didn't get the ball, but it all starts that Lamar's first instinct is, oh my God, here we go again.
You're right.
Yep.
How do I scramble around to get free? And when in the scrambling around, are you still open? Maybe not.
Not even are you still open? Is one of the issues that I have with Rashod Bateman is when we have these instances, because they happen a lot, is you see Lamar scrambling. As a wide receiver, we know, come back to your quarterback. Come back to your quarterback. Yes. And especially if you know that Zay's going to go deep to draw some coverage, come back to your quarterback. He doesn't do that. He gives up on the routes. He jogs around. He never comes back to Lamar to bail him out. Like sometimes if you're looking in the backfield and you see a blitz that they can't cover, come back, get open. Don't continue your 15-yard route down the field. And Lamar has to find ways to win. And this is why when people start crapping on Lamar, we like, yo, look at all he has to go through. Look at what EDC is surrounding him with. And we're sitting up here talking about Lamar's the reason. Lamar's the reason. Man, get out of here.
Also, too, Todd Monkey needs to operate. My bad.
Stop it, Nitro.
It's that ain't happening. That ain't happening. They're not even listen. That's one thing. If you're reading between the lines, that it's crystal clear. He's not coming back.
Listen, let's say this in the camera to you, Nitro, the Wonderkin Show. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it.
Reese, good morning. Good morning. No, like he doesn't do enough with his opportunities. Like you have to show that, hey, get me the ball and I can make something happen with it. Zay Flowers, for yes, he'll fumble the ball, he'll dance behind the first down line sometimes. He'll do some things that frustrate you, but he's always trying to make something happen when he gets the ball in his hands.
Right.
And you don't see that kind of fight from Rashod Bateman. Rashod Bateman is like, hey, get me the ball with a good pass. I'll be there and I'll make the catch and all that stuff. Everything has to be right. The situation has to be right. And he doesn't know how to, like y'all been saying, fight through, contact and, make those tough catches and bail your quarterback out sometimes. You're not elevating your quarterback, right? You're waiting for him to elevate you. And if things don't go 100% your way, this is the type of production that you're given. Nah, man, there's not a lot of value there, Not a lot of value there. Which one are you looking at?
Nightmare Kilo.
I was just looking at it. It says, nah, Hendo, EDC is the best GM because the Ravens have the most active players, not starters, but most active players on other teams, according to some people.
When you draft the most players out of any GM in the NFL, you would expect that. You expect to have the most players scattered throughout the league, but they aren't starters. They aren't stars. They're just there.
Yeah. Yeah, we get guys that play. We get guys that are gainfully employed.
And I hope they stay gainfully employed.
Easy cooking. Yeah, easy cooking.
With a magnifying glass in the sun.
We're gonna move on to this next topic here because we back on our normal schedule here. So we let's see. We got no, I don't want to do that. I want to invite another person. Yeah. All right. I'm talking about O-line. All right, there's my 5-minute warning.
Right.
No, this is I put the wrong one up here. This is the wrong one. I'm sorry. There's another one. I'll get it. I get it. I literally just screenshotted it. But Tyler Linderbaum's agent is not talking to the Ravens. That's the one I wanted to put up there. Did you guys see that story?
Yep.
No, I did not.
Okay. This is from. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it up here. From Stone. There's an account on here named Stone.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
Okay. He's a YouTuber?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, here we go. Ian Rappaport on the Ravens negotiations with pending free agent Tyler Linderbaum. Quote, they have tried to negotiate with him. His agent is very difficult to negotiate with. Neil Cornish is the agent, and his method is basically not responding. This is via NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
Mm-hmm.
So this is on his Greg Rosenthal's podcast. Ian Rappaport was talking about this. So, they're not talking, right?
Right.
And this is one of those things where let me change this. They probably gave the Ravens a chance to make an offer, and the Ravens did the Raven thing, low ball, and they're like, okay, I'll tell you what, we will get back to you in a couple of weeks when you had time to think about this, and you're a little bit more willing to give us something that we're owed. I'm pretty sure they will talk before free agency hits, right? Mm-hmm. That like that's the method that they're going with. Okay, you want to play these games? We don't like playing these games. We don't want to go back and forth, chit chat. Tell you what, we'll contact you a day or two before the tampering period, right? So that you can give us your serious offer before we go ahead and hit free agency, right? That's how you cut out all the nonsense,
right?
And I think what's going on with the Ravens is, their philosophy, their formula, is they're not updating it, right? This is how you used to be able to negotiate in the NFL. You used to be able to low ball and, kind of, penny pinch and all that stuff. And you used to get these steals from other teams because they didn't understand the values and all that stuff. But everybody's caught up to that. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to play the game that way anymore. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows exactly what they're worth. They know what kind of money they could get on the open market. And you have to come close to that number. Right. They may take a little bit less, right? Yeah. Tyler Linderbaum is going to make $20 million.
Yep.
Right? So give him $20 million. Mm-hmm. And I'll ask y'all this, right? Because I hear people asking that, is Tyler Linderbaum worth $20 million?
To the Ravens, he is. He's worth $20 million to us, because this is why us up here have an issue with Eric DeCosta. You have had no contingency plan for him leaving. You've known that he was going to be in a contract year. You knew that you were going to decline his 5th-year option. You didn't have any viable options. You knew you were going to need a guard right beside him. You weren't too sure about left guard. So now you go into a season maybe having to replace 3/5 of the offensive line. You don't have a backup tackle. And this is the problem that we have with Ronnie Stanley. He did the same thing when Stanley came up for contract. Luckily, Ronnie did this, what you just said. He signed a contract 2 days before the legal tamper period started. Because if he'd have hit free agency, they would have given him the big contract. Yes, you didn't want to give the 5th-year option because it was $23 million. Yes, I get that. The franchise tag is $26 million. He's going to make $20 million somewhere. And his agent is like, you're lowballing us. Okay, Creed Humphrey makes 18.5. You may not be better than Creed Humphrey, but you are the best available option right now. You are the best available option for the Baltimore Ravens. We keep talking about Matt Skura. For those of y'all that don't know, go back to those Matt Skura days, and you will see what it was like to have a center that just wasn't getting it done, along with the rest of the offensive line family Lamar. So to me, Eric, he cost us, is the guy that let this
nice slander name
that
nice one
that let this offensive line deteriorate. And he said the offensive line is going to be good in 2025. Where, Eric? And you still won't fall on your sword and say, you know what, my bad, I didn't do a good job. Lamar, we're trying to show you that we actually value you as a quarterback. Let me go out here and do what we need to do. Because I know Lamar is sitting back looking at the situation like Tyler needs to get signed. That is his guy. He's protected him. For those that say he's not worth the money, he's only given up 2 sacks last year. 2. With the people around him, for him to give up 2 sacks is an incredible job. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler in 4 years. How you telling me he's not worth $20 million? That's just the going price. That's just the going price.
Don't use Pro Bowls.
But what I'm saying is, here's the thing though. It's a bunch of centers out there that have 0 Pro Bowls.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's not what it used to be, there are a bunch of guys that have none. So what his value is to us, just like when we start drafting and people say, oh, don't draft the center in the 1st round. Don't draft this or whatever. To me, value don't mean a damn thing. What is their value to your team? I don't care where they get drafted. Can they help this team win a Super Bowl? And if you think they're going out here and getting a rookie or a free agent that's not on Linderbaum's level just because they're available, it's a reason that the Bills didn't re-sign their center, knowing that they had one of the better offensive lines in the NFL. There's a reason he's hitting free agency. So if y'all want to believe that it's something better out there, watch and see. Just like for those that hate on Lamar, let him go somewhere else and watch and see what the Ravens become.
Also, too,
Jay, this ain't a better option. K Mays, that's not a better option. Jay, what do you think? You guys want to bring back K Mays to the Panthers?
The only reason K Mays played is that the 2 starting guards got hurt.
Yeah,
and also too, if he tells you, Eric, he cost you, tells you, oh, I can't replace this offensive line like that. He's a liar. Because we literally just saw it with a team that's been worse than y'all for the last 15 years. The Chicago Bears literally fixed their offensive line in an offseason.
So did the Panthers.
They traded for Joe Thuney. They signed Drew Dahlman. They signed 2 other offensive linemen. Carolina literally was like, Damian Lewis, Robert Hunt, here's $20 million. Just like that. If he says, I can't pay Tyler and get other guards, you go in that comment section in his press conference and you just spam liar, pants on fire. He's lying to you because you can fix it like that.
And I'm sorry, but for those Ravens fans that want to go out here and get that defensive tackle, that edge, first just made the point. Look at what happened with Bryce Young. Everybody thought he was going to be a bust. They fixed that offensive line, and he went out there and he damn near beat the Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs. He damn near beat every great team in the NFL. Teams that we struggled with, they either beat them or hung in there with the Rams. Hung in there with them because they had an offensive line that allowed Bryce Young to get better. Lamar is much better, I will say, than Bryce Young. Imagine if he gets the protection. Imagine if he has the offensive coordinator, how much better he's actually going to be than he already is, and he's damn good.
Yeah, Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, and Jonah Jackson, like that.
And yes, and the answer is yes. He is worth $20 million. That's what he's going to get paid on the open market because, when salary cap goes up, salaries go up. That's the new value. You need to update your value chart. He's worth $20 million. Kobe, appreciate the super chat. It's funny how Linderbaum has unresponsive agent, but no one's complaining about the negotiation process. But Lamar not having an agent is a problem.
Oh man, great point.
It's like if there's like a slight difference between both players and their agent structure. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe
first. Well, I will say, in this instance, that may not apply. I think that it's a Lamar thing because Roquan Smith does not have an agent. And look what he did. And look what he
got
did.
$100 million like that.
They just openly just gave him $100 million. No fuss, no muss.
See, like God's favorite man. Like this is where this is where we run into problems all the time. Is not putting enough value on offense. We do this on defense all the time. You'll overpay for a defensive player that's not going to give you half the production, right? And does nothing for your quarterback. We're cool with wasting that money.
And
offense, it's no, he ain't worth it because he's not Creed Humphrey. All right, is there anybody comparable to Creed Humphrey out there?
Right.
No.
Right.
Also,
we need to protect Lamar. That's the overall key. If you have to pay a little extra money, because what are we arguing about here though?
$2 million.
If we say $16 million, if you say, hey, we'll pay him $16 million, y'all be like, all right, cool. $4 million, you want to get rid of Tyler Linderbaum,
right?
Because you have to overpay him overpaid, quote unquote, right now, which isn't being overpaid. Right. That's ridiculous. Protect your quarterback. You got to pay him and you got to go get 2 good guards. That's what you have to do.
And to this point, that they paid him $18 million. He signed a contract 2 years ago. The price of the brick then went up and it goes up every year. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about a 2-year ago salary. It goes up. Nobody said anything when Jordan Love had 1 season and became the highest paid player in the NFL off of 1 season. We've seen 4 seasons of this man doing his thing. If he's worth it or not, he's worth $20 million to us. So you telling me we're going to get rid of him over $2 million per season that's not coming out of EDC's pocket and risk the results of what we had this year of Lamar getting beat down and not finishing out a whole season, and then we don't make it to the playoffs again? Is it worth $2 million? Is it worth $2 million per season?
Right.
To you, I'm just asking.
Because at the end of the day, I don't know why fans just completely lose this. It's not about being the best player. Right. It's about who's next.
Facts.
It's about who's next, really. And let's be real. Who is better than him? We bring up Creed Humphrey. I agree. He probably is. He's the best center.
He's the best center.
Name another center better than him.
Yeah. Kobe, thank you for another super chat. Says Lindy's agent knows Harb's going to pay him as a left tackle.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a question, and we'll end with this. God's favorite says, real question: is Lindy the only center available? Now, okay, I had the answer. I want to know if you have the answer. Like anybody that thinks Linderbaum's not worth $20 million. Who is your answer at center? Right? Like that's always my thing. It's like okay, when I bring up Justin Jefferson, I want trade for Justin Jefferson. Y'all have an answer ready. Nope. Rather AJ Brown.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Rather have George Pickens. That's okay. That's you don't like Jefferson for that reason, but you got somebody else in mind. But every time we talk about O-line, y'all did this with Ronnie Stanley last year.
Right.
Or the year before. You did that with Ronnie Stanley. Oh, he got to go. Okay, well, who's our left tackle? Rosengarten. Okay, who's our right tackle? I guess we could draft somebody, right? That's not an answer. So you don't want to pay Linderbaum. Who do you like at center? At least, okay. JR said Cade Mays.
Right.
Listen. We cover Panthers on this on our channel too. You don't want Cade Mays.
Right.
All right.
And
what's going on, Julian?
What's up, Julian? And to your point, like this is a thing, and your opinion is your opinion, but we don't do this defensively. When Matabike was a free agent, were there other defensive tackles out there? The damn sure were, but we decided to give $98 million to him. When there were middle linebackers available out there, were there other middle linebackers out there when we gave Roquan $100 million? They were, but we didn't have any issue spending $200 million on those two positions. Those two positions were fine, but we never said, oh no, it's another middle linebacker out there we can get, or there's another defensive tackle that's going to be less expensive to put on this team. We never say any of those things on defense, but when it comes to offense, we have been brainwashed to think we can't spend that money. We are a franchise that still thinks that the team should pay $9 million a year for a wide receiver.
No,
Kobe
says sign the Packer Pro Bowl Jenkins that just got cut. Thank you for another super chat. Appreciate that.
I remember this year that Cade Mays only played center because their center Austin Corbett got hurt.
Yeah,
he ain't even a center.
Correct.
Y'all want to pay a backup center who's also a backup guard starting center money.
Yeah, we want to pay Pat McCarry.
Yes. He wasn't even the starting center, and he was a backup guard. He only played center because Austin Corbett got hurt. Corbett, Hunt, and Damian Lewis all got hurt.
Yeah. And my only point is, I want this organization to start showing Lamar that they appreciate him. I want them to start building around Lamar and giving that money out to talent around him. We can make 100 excuses of why we can't sign this wide receiver, why we can't get this tackle, this guard, the center. But when it comes to that cornerback, oh yeah, we didn't have any money, but we darn sure could have went out there and got Darius Slay and what's his face, the little SA dude from Miami. Like it was times where we never had the money to get pieces, but defensively we can always
SA dude
cornerback.
Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard. Yes. Yeah. SA LA Law. Right. So when it comes to those defenders, I want to see that same energy being spent out on the offense, showing that you prioritize Lamar. John Harbaugh said for years, EDC, we love Lamar. We got his best interest at hand. But yet and still, since 2019, we've watched the wide receiver core deteriorate. We've watched this offensive line get worse, and worse, and them try to patch. You will never see Eric DeCosta patch holes at cornerback. You will never see Eric DeCosta try to patch holes at linebacker. He will go out there and do what he needs to do to make that defense better. But when it comes to Lamar Jackson, and the only one that will help us really win a Super Bowl, it's, you know what, we'll wait a year or two and see if they develop. Oh, we can get this guy on the cheap. This morning when I was looking for stuff to talk about, I looked at so many different Ravens websites, and all I kept hearing was, oh yeah, the cheap option. The Ravens can find this cheap option. Why do we have to have a cheap option when it comes to building around Lamar Jackson? They talk about Patrick Mahomes and him lowering his cap hit from $78 to $34 million, but they're going to use that money to build around Patrick. They went to Super Bowls. The offensive line didn't work out. They got pieces to make that offensive line better. They had wide receivers and skill positions that didn't do their job. They went out and got other guys. Why is it when Lamar Jackson is supposed to give up his money for an organization that squandered his rookie deal, why is it we're supposed to give up money to get more defenders instead of protecting him? Like that, it doesn't make sense to me.
Facts. Appreciate you, Coach, for the time check. Yes, we're getting out of here. I'm going to read one more comment from our cousin Davon. This will be the comment we end with. It says, overpaying is subjective. We're talking millions in a well over $1 billion industry. The fan bases are weird for counting billionaires' pockets. Facts.
Also, too, John, salary cap ain't real. We literally just Hendo literally
that's
just
it.
brought
No,
up.
leave it right there. Leave it right there. Saturday Cat
Okay,
Fake Real. That's yes.
real.
All right. Appreciate y'all coming through. Come back tomorrow. We got, we got the morning show, we got the LBHT show, and the overtime show for our Patreon members. Patreon.com/LBHT show. Also check out Hendo's Patreon, patreon.com/ROUG. And Ferris, patreon.com/
LGR_network.
There you go. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Peace.